Hello and welcome to episode 7. The video this time is going to be on painting Allied Armour World War II bolt action. This can be used for any vehicles really. So what have I done? Well, I've built the kit and I've primed it black completely. So I've used Halford's Camouflage Spray Paint Black Ultra Matte. I've then given it a full coat of Halford's Camouflage Spray Paint Green Ultra Matte, and this is all over, so the black is all over and then that green is all over. Now if I just take the top off the vehicle, the turret, and I'll show you, so you can see this green, this dark green, is the green matte spray paint. Then what I've done is I've oversprayed with Montana Gold, and this is olive green, but all I've done here is I've sprayed the top of the vehicle and the sides ever so slightly, so you get that natural dark and light colouring on the vehicle. Also what you can see on the vehicle is tape, a little bit of tape. It makes it, what I've done is I've covered up all the track work, so I've added extra track to the turret, to the whole sort of front of the vehicle here, look, as you can see, and I've covered that up before I've sprayed it green, just to help aid the painting, because it'll reduce the amount you have to actually paint when you come back to the vehicle. Now there is a little bit there that I didn't cover up, as you can see. So that's what I've done so far, and then what I'll do in the next phase is I'll get rid of the spray cans, and then what we'll do is we'll do a dry brushing technique of green all over the vehicle, and I'll show you that shortly. So back again, for the dry brushing what I'm going to use is Citadel paint, a base colour, and it's called Death World Forest. What I've done is I've taken the turret off the tank just to make it a little bit easier. So I'm just going to let a little bit of paint, normal dry brushing technique, take off most of the paint. And then what you can see from here is, if I can get the light right, is we just, it's almost like a bit like a wet dry brush really. And you dry brush it, just dry brush it onto the vehicle all over. So a little bit more paint. Take off. And what you want is just want to dry brush the whole vehicle. It doesn't look great to start with. And then here on the wheels and the tracks, well not the tracks but the running gear, just dry brush over the top of everything. Get in onto the hull. If you're struggling to get in there, then we'll just swap the brush over to a smaller, finer brush. And then, as you can see, just dry brush. Like I said, it's a little bit more like a wetter dry brush than it is dry brush, because you are wanting to get colour down on here. And like I said, the first coat doesn't always look very good, but don't be put off. Try not to get too much on the tracks, because at the end of the day you're going to have to paint them black anyway, or gunmetal, as I'll show later on. Again, just a little bit of colour inside, because what you're trying to do is you're trying to keep that darkness underneath the vehicle and then lighter on top. Again, just dry brush down the front. I'll turn the vehicle around so you can see it while I'm dry brushing. So just again, just dry brush everything. And then here you can see this is a darker green, the original green, than the top. So just get in there. Don't worry about it too much. Yeah, you're going to do a second dry brush on top, a proper dry brush. But you can see already the colour has changed. A little bit missing just under that track. So anything missing, just go round and just touch it up, touch it in. And then the back of the vehicle still needs a dry brush as well. So into the back of the vehicle. Not too much, because like I said, you want to keep the back of the vehicle, well, the underside of the vehicle dark anyway. This isn't a proper one because I've made this from 3 different kits, so I ran out of a hole, so that's actually a cardboard base piece, but you wouldn't know. So same onto the turret. I'm going to turn it up a little bit so you can see it. Again, get the excess of the paint off. Like I said, it's very quick, and you don't need to at the moment be too detailed, because you're going to do all sorts of little tricks on it. So we're going to weather the vehicle, we're going to put some pin washes or washes over certain areas and things like that. Oh, drop the turret. And I'm just going to leave that colour for now. So just put the turret on, spin it around. So there you go. So if we just move that into the centre of the camera, there you go. So that's the first dry brush. So what I'll do is I'll stop there, I'll dry brush the vehicle again, and then when we come back, we'll talk about painting the tracks, washing, and then doing the dry brush and everything like that. Okay, bye for now.